Some zodiac signs possess an inner flame so resilient, so unshakably focused, that nothing and no one can dim their path. Among them, there are 7 whose sense of independence and unrelenting determination make them nearly untouchable. Their strength isn't always loud, but it's always undeniable. You're about to discover if your sign is among the most powerful and fiercely self-reliant of the zodiac. Take note of who tops this list and see how closely it aligns with your own inner truth. Landing at 7th place is a sign that moves in silence. They don't broadcast their dreams, nor do they seek validation before acting. Instead, they study their surroundings with quiet intensity, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Their greatest power lies not in loud ambition, but in their depth, the way they face challenges with a soul fueled by transformation. Emotional independence, while a virtue, sometimes turns into isolation. They'd rather walk through fire alone than admit vulnerability. Once they set their eyes on a goal, nothing will knock them off their path. It's easy to misread this persistence as obsession, but in truth, it's a sacred refusal to give up. Their journey is profoundly internal, guided by an instinct that tells them when to advance and when to wait. They rarely speak of their true intentions, which may create distance in relationships, but never doubt their power. Their presence is magnetic, their energy transformative. This is the essence of Scorpio, a sign that conquers not through noise, but through soul-deep resolve. Before we move forward, take a moment to tell us in the comments, what's your zodiac sign and your birth date? You might just discover something that reflects exactly what you've been feeling. And if you love astrology that speaks to your soul, make sure to subscribe to Signs and Secrets so you never miss a message that could change your life. In 6th place, we find a sign whose spirit was never meant to be caged. Their freedom is sacred, and any attempt to limit them will be met with swift resistance. They live by their own truth, unafraid of change, and willing to chase new adventures with a spark in their eyes. Restless by nature, they hunger for experience, wisdom, and the thrill of the unknown. Their independence isn't merely personal, it's philosophical. They believe deeply that life should be lived fully, boldly, and without regret. However, their fierce autonomy sometimes collides with the reality of discipline. They start with fiery excitement, but that fire can burn out quickly if results don't come fast. Because they trust life to unfold, they often skip rigid planning, an approach that works magic sometimes, but leads to chaos in others. Yet their bravery and optimistic energy push them to evolve constantly. They redefine what it means to walk alone, not out of loneliness, but out of purpose. This is Sagittarius, the seeker of freedom, the philosopher of the zodiac, driven by a belief that the next leap may be the one that changes everything. Midway through this journey, if this message resonates with your energy or your rising sign, show your support with a like. It helps keep our constellation of wisdom shining bright here on Signs and Secrets. In 5th place comes a sign that doesn't just think outside the box. They were never inside it to begin with. They see the world through lenses no one else even knows exist. Their independence goes far beyond physical freedom. It's mental, emotional, and even spiritual. They question everything. They follow no trends. They are thinkers, visionaries, and innovators. Their strength lies in their originality and refusal to compromise their identity. Though gifted with brilliance, they often struggle with emotional connection. Ideas come first. Feelings sometimes come later. Their dedication to their vision can make them seem cold, but it's not detachment, it's focus. Once committed to an idea, they hold their ground with almost stubborn certainty, believing in their truth no matter how unconventional it may seem. Their uniqueness inspires awe. Though often misunderstood, they embody the truth that being different is not only powerful, it's sacred. This is Aquarius, the mind that challenges reality, the soul that refuses to blend in, the one who proves that evolution starts with thought. In fourth place, we find a sign that does not wait for permission or consensus. When they want something, they go after it with unfiltered passion. Bold and daring, they embody raw energy, the kind that sets things in motion before anyone else even notices the opportunity. They don't shy away from risk, they thrive on it. Independence is a lifeline, not an option. Relying on others feels like a delay, and delays are intolerable for them. They were born to charge ahead. Yet, with such fiery initiative comes the danger of acting too soon. Their impulsivity can cloud judgment, and impatience can sabotage progress. Still, few can match their resilience. When they fall, they rise. When they're told no, they try again, louder. Their determination doesn't stem from stubbornness, but from a soul that burns for victory. When they learn to pace themselves and think strategically, their power becomes unstoppable. This is Aries, the warrior, the pioneer, the one who reminds us that starting sometimes is the hardest part, and they're never afraid to start. Now let's talk about the top three. These signs take strength and self-reliance to a whole new level. In third place comes a sign that doesn't just hope for success, they methodically build it. They understand that greatness doesn't happen overnight. Step by step, they climb, disciplined, focused, and tireless. While others rush or abandon the path, they keep going even when it gets lonely. Their independence isn't loud or showy. It's structured, patient, and unshakable. They know how to organize not just their space, but their future. Their goals are often private, but always precise.
They rarely delegate, not because they don't trust others, but because they trust themselves more. Perfectionism drives them. It can be a gift, allowing them to achieve excellence, or a curse, pushing them to exhaustion. They want everything done right, and they'll give their all to make sure it is. Still, that level of internal pressure can weigh heavily on the soul. Even so, their skill in solving problems, seeing patterns, and creating order makes them invaluable in every setting. This is Virgo, the architect of ambition, the quiet achiever, the one who knows that true independence is built with care and conviction. If you're enjoying the emotional truths and astrological insights in this video, take a moment to subscribe to Signs and Secrets. Let this be your space of self-understanding, spiritual guidance, and cosmic reflection. In second place, we encounter a sign born to lead, born to shine. They don't just want the spotlight, they embody it. Their independence isn't born of defiance, but of confidence. They believe with all their heart that they are capable of anything, and this belief carries them far. Their determination is luminous, seen in the way they pursue dreams without hesitation. They demand excellence, not just from the world, but from themselves. Their magnetic presence attracts admiration, support, and attention. But with that comes a deep yearning to be seen and appreciated. When that recognition doesn't arrive, frustration can creep in. Still, they press forward, driven not by ego alone, but by passion and heart. They are inspiring, uplifting, and fiercely loyal to their vision. This is Leo, the regal flame, the brave soul, the one who reminds us that we all deserve to live with boldness and pride. Their independence isn't separation, it's self-celebration. And finally, at number 1, we meet the sign that defines persistence, endurance, and personal responsibility like no other. There is no storm they cannot face, no mountain too high, no hardship that makes them surrender. Their resolve is a living, breathing force. They don't simply pursue goals, they become one with them. They are builders of destiny, refusing shortcuts and quick wins. For them, independence isn't a luxury, it's a way of life. Depending on others feels like risking everything they fought to secure. They prefer to rely on their own hands, their own discipline, their own will. They're not easily distracted. Noise and drama don't faze them. What matters is progress, real, grounded, lasting progress. Their path isn't always flashy, but it's strong. They move quietly, with purpose, each step laying the foundation for a future that lasts. Yet, within this focused solitude lies a burden, the tendency to carry more than they need to. Responsibility becomes a heavy crown, and the pressure to be the strong one can isolate them.
Still, nothing shakes them. They are the embodiment of patience, of consistency, of purpose. They might seem inflexible, too serious, or resistant to change, but the truth is, they value roots. They know that anything truly meaningful requires time, sacrifice, and endurance. This is Capricorn, the summit climber, the embodiment of long-term success, the one who proves that the quietest determination is often the most powerful of all. Before we continue, let your voice echo in the stars. Leave a comment below sharing your birth date and zodiac sign. Let's see which cosmic truths align with your journey today. Now, while we've unveiled these 7 independent and determined signs, the truth is, every sign carries a form of inner power. But these 7 display a very specific energy. They walk alone not because they must, but because it fuels their growth. Their independence is their strength. Their determination is their compass. Let's revisit each. Scorpio reminds us the true strength is internal, crafted in silence and reborn through transformation. Sagittarius shows that freedom is a sacred fire that pushes us beyond boundaries. Aquarius proves that the mind can create entire revolutions if it dares to be different. Aries teaches us to begin, to leap, and to never hesitate in the face of dreams. Virgo grounds us, showing that discipline and detail are the roots of real change. Leo leads with fire, charisma, and the courage to be seen fully, unapologetically. And Capricorn climbs, reminding us that success belongs to those who endure, quietly, steadily, unshakably. Each of these signs carries a lesson, not just in astrology, but in life. Even if your sign wasn't named among these 7, the message here is universal. Independence and determination aren't traits reserved for the few. They are qualities we all can nurture. Your sun sign is just the beginning. Your rising sign, your moon, your entire chart holds the keys to who you truly are and the power you can embody. Sometimes the fire is quiet. Sometimes strength looks like soft persistence instead of loud ambition. Sometimes walking alone is the most sacred thing you can do for your soul. The signs on this list don't just survive on their own, they thrive. They don't seek approval. They create paths where there were none. They overcome not because the road is easy, but because their spirit refuses to quit. And that is what makes them unforgettable. That is what makes them lead. That is what makes them free. If this reflection stirred something in you, honor that feeling. Maybe you recognized a part of yourself in these signs, or maybe you saw the potential of who you're becoming. Share your experience in the comments below. Let us know your date of birth and zodiac sign, and be part of this growing constellation of cosmic wisdom here at Signs and Secrets.
And if you haven't already, this is the perfect moment to subscribe. Here, we dive deep into the heart of astrology, not just for entertainment, but for awakening, for guidance, for remembering the power within you. Before we close, remember to like this video if it resonated with your soul. Your support helps these messages reach more hearts, more minds, more spirits seeking light in the stars. This isn't just a list. It's a mirror. It's a reminder that strength doesn't need to be loud, and independence doesn't mean isolation. It means trusting your own rhythm, your own journey, your own truth. And in a world that often tells you to fit in, these 7 signs show us the sacred beauty of standing tall, alone, determined, and divine. Keep walking, seeker. Your path is yours alone, and that's where your magic lives.